Well, hello everybody. It's June 29th, 2025. This is a video for the New York Attorney General's office and any other interested parties. This is a vehicle that Audi Brooklyn sold me, and this is for the New York Attorney General's office because I intend to make a complaint against Audi Brooklyn for selling me this vehicle. As far as I'm concerned, it's vehicle fraud. They spoke that they were going to send this vehicle to auction, and I said, no, don't buy it, I'll take it as is, with the understanding that there were no major problems mechanically and that there were no accidents. I wanted to show evidence that, they really intended to send this to auction because there's so many problems. I want to show how messy this is. They did not even detail this place. Look how bad this carpet is. I hope you can see this on the video. I can't see quite as well in this shade here in this light or in the sunlight, but these carpets aren't even cleaned. Look at this. Let me show you the other side. Again, hopefully a little bit better. Oh, shadow. But again, dirty, not cleaned at all. But even worse, let's go through the back here. Look at this carpet in the back. This is filthy. Can you imagine putting this on the lot for sale with this kind of dirty as this is? Ridiculous. Nobody would buy it like this, right? And the crazy thing is, these don't even look like the correct carpets. These carpets look brown, but in fact, the interior is gray. Look at the difference. Let's look at the other side. My fingers are actually getting greasy just, touching this carpet. Again, here we go from here, and look at the other side. Clean, filthy. Again, they really intended to actually send this vehicle to auction, but they did not. Instead, they sold it to me. So again, as far as I'm concerned, this is a case of vehicle fraud. Again, more in the detailing, and that they really didn't intend to send this to auction. Look at this. This is supposed to be tied in with this clip, this hole here. And again, they didn't even bother putting that in. So that's one part. And also in the rear, let me go to the others here. Again, likewise in the rear. These are supposed to go together, but they're not, right? This is in, they just threw them in the back there. They did not care because it was going to go to auction. Okay, here's a better shot of the cargo area. I turned the car around so it's strictly in shade there. So again, look at this carpet. This is just filthy. Very, 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 very filthy. I've never had a carpet this filthy in my life in my vehicle. My vehicles. And again, look at the difference. Look how bad, dirty this is. And then look at how clean it is underneath. How dirty it is versus not. How filthy it is versus underneath. Again, they never intended this vehicle to be sold. They always intended it to go to auction. Instead, they sold it to me. As far as I'm concerned, this is vehicle fraud.
So in these images, I just wanted to show you how very dirty and filthy the vehicle was. They didn't even try to clean the vehicle or detail the vehicle. It was a 100% failure ratio. So it's clear they never had any intention to sell the vehicle at retail. They knew it was in very bad shape. They knew it was in bad shape cosmetically, mechanically, that it had been in a collision. They had always intended to send the vehicle to auction. Instead, they sold it to me at full retail price, while knowingly representing it as a good vehicle with no major issues, when clearly there were many issues with the vehicle. So to me, this is another proof of fraud on the part of Audi Brooklyn.